And we are back inside the grid lounge here in downtown Cedar Falls, Iowa for the wild card race here. Well, 6 racers will go for 2 spots in the race 5 finale here. We have a 15-minute race. 4 will go home, 2 will move on here. As we have Tyler, Garrett, Zach, John, Jacob, then Lockhart. As the green flag will be showed, well, there it is. So the green flag is out, and these races will take off. The first 2 heats we had a spin out in race 1, which turned or proved to be very tough to come back from. As all 6 racers will get through, it looks like turn 1 there and head towards turns 2, 3, and 4. Tyler will get the jump on everybody as Zach's in second, Jacob in third, John in fourth, Garrett in fifth, and Dael or Lockhart in sixth here. Everyone's still fairly close. As we head past turn 5, and we'll head towards turn 6.
Lockhart's
Lockhart
making a move.
making a move on Garrett here. Maybe even John, as he'll head into turn 6 here and come out turn 7 looking to make.
And he does. He is flying, Pete.
So Lockhart will move into fourth there. As we got Tyler heading down the straightaway here. All 6 racers still pretty tight. We're very early on, just over a minute in. You know, look here at Garrett, who's side by side with John, I believe. These guys will head into turn 10 of the chicane. We'll see who comes out on top. Looks like John does. They look here at Zach, who's in second. He's right behind Tyler still. As they head past the starting line for lap 2. Looks like John right there and down in the, or Garrett should be down the inside. They come around turn 1 and head towards turns 2, 3, and 4. Now we're back here at Lockhart, right behind Jacob for third. So Lockhart running very well early on. We're back to John, who's in sixth. He's looking ahead right at Garrett. These guys head towards turn 6. Dael looking ahead at Jacob still.
Oh, Dael, and he saves.
Yep, Dael does save it, so it does get a little loose. And they'll head down the back stretch.
Man, all of these guys are relatively close, though.
Yep, all 6 racers still very close to hit the chicane here in turn 10. It's Tyler's in first, Zach's in second, Jacob in third, Lockhart in fourth, Garrett in fifth, John in sixth, but everybody's still very close. You'll look here at John who's in sixth. Tyler with a 1:27.09, so that's the fastest lap so far in this race. You'll look here at Lockhart getting pushed by Garrett here. We'll see if Garrett can make the move. It looks like he will not. Lockhart will hang on to fourth. As these guys continue to battle on, and all 6 races are still very tight. Just take a look here at John, who can see all 5 races in front of him still. He'll have some work to do if he wants to get second. We're going to go back to Lockhart. Lockhart in fourth, but not very far ahead of 5th and 6th. As these guys will head down the back stretch, up the crest, down the hill, and towards turn 10 as we come out. Tyler still in the first, Zach in second. Tyler currently sits in first place in the standings by 1 point, so he really needs to make it back to the championship to make sure he has a chance to win it. As Ty, who's in second, is already in the final race. Brett, who sits in third, is in the final race. And we got a 1:24.23, Jason, so fastest lap of this race again.
Yeah, he's looking good out there. This will be a big win, Pete.
Garrett's in fourth. He has 108 points, so he really needs to put his work in right now and try to get at least second, because if he does not, he'll have no shot of winning it. As these guys head past turn 5, we'll take a look back here at Lockhart in 4th. Everyone's still pretty tight. We're just about 5 minutes into this race, so 10 minutes left still. It looks like Garret was thinking about making a move on Lockhart, but thought better of it maybe as they head into turns 6 and 7. We'll see if they'll be able to come out of it. Look here at Garret. We'll see if he can get some momentum going down the backstretch. He looks to take over Lockhart. They're too wide here. As Tyler hits the chicane in turn 10, he'll head around turns 11 and 12 and hit that starting line for lap 5. Zach, who's in second, he's looking to get as many points as possible. He hasn't had the best Pro Series season this year, but lately he's gotten to a couple of finals, and so he's looking to get back there again. As Garret posts the fastest time in this race so far with a 1:20.150. As all 6 racers still fairly scrunched up as they head past turns 2, 3, and 4. Take a look here at Garret back and forth. He's had some really good laps, Jason, and he did the same last race, just couldn't quite come back all the way due to an early error.
Yeah, I can see him clawing his way back up there. These guys are all kind of bunched up still, and I mean, if he keeps this up, maybe we see some 119. I can see him getting right up there. And he's looking to make a move on Jacob.
So Garret will look to make a move here as they head towards the chicane in turn 10. We'll see if he can do it. It looks like Jacob will hold on for the time being. We'll see as they come around turn 12.
Yeah, it looks like Jacob does hold on to it, though. Oh, and
Tyler has put
Lockhart.
So Lockhart's looking to make that move off that right turn on turn 12, Jason. They say you can come out of that and shoot out of that down that front stretch there.
The grass.
So it looks like Lockhart and Jacob going to the grass there. Lockhart and Jacob going to the grass.
Oh.
So Garret moves into 3rd, Jacob in 4th, Lockhart in 5th.
Oh,
now Lockhart in 6th. So John moves up into 5th, and so Lockhart into the grass. He'll move way back into 6th. So everyone stayed fairly close for about half that race. And unfortunately, we had a wipeout there. So Lockhart moves way back into 6th. John moves up into 5th. Garret moves into 3rd. Jacob back to 4th. As now there is a big gap between Tyler and Zach. As the race for 2nd now will commence, as I don't think anybody's going to catch Tyler unless there's a major spill as he heads past turn 10. There's still 7 minutes left, so anything can happen, but the way he's raced tonight, besides that early spill in the first heat, he's been dynamite tonight.
Oh.
As there, I say, posted a 1:19.940, so that's the fastest lap of this track, or of this race so far. Still not quite to the level of Ty, who had really fast laps. You'll look there at Garret, who is right behind Zach, so it's going to be a battle here as Garret will look to get into 2nd. He is hounding Zach right now as they head past turns 2, 3, and 4. And head towards turn 5 as Tyler's by himself up top. He'll head into turn 6 here. We're at Road Atlanta. This is week 8 of 8-week series. We've been here every Tuesday night for 8 straight weeks. We've had 8 different racetracks.
Right there.
So Garret will pass Zach. Garret will pass Zach as they head towards the straightaway here, and we'll see if he can put some distance in between them. As Jacob now moves in closer to Zach in 3rd. John, looking to get to Jacob. So John and Jacob battling for 4th there. Zach can still see Garret in front of him, so he's not out of it. As these guys head into turn 10. the starting line here. We have just over 5 minutes left in this wild card race. Top two will move on. Currently, Tyler and Garrett hold those spots. Everyone's chasing them. Zach's in third, Jacob's in fourth, John in fifth. Lockhart way back to sixth right now. So John, Jacob, and Zach looking to catch second place. We'll see if it can happen as we are under 5 minutes left in this race. As they head out of turn 5, Tyler hitting turn 1, or excuse me, turn 6 into turn 7. We're at Road Atlanta Speedway, Road Atlanta Race Track, excuse me, with a 2.54 mile race track, 12 turns here. As they head down the straightaway, so still a big gap between Tyler and the rest of the field. Garrett sits in second currently. Zach not far behind. Jacob, then John, then Lockhart pretty far back in sixth. As Garrett's looking to pull away from the crowd as well here. We'll see if he can do it as he heads into turn 10 there. We'll see what Tyler has for a time as he hits the starting line. 1:22.32, so definitely not the quickest lap right there. As Garrett hits a 1:19.598, so there's just under 4 minutes left. I don't know if Garrett has enough time, but if he does that a lot more, he'll be very, very close to getting first place. As these guys will head towards turns 2, 3, and 4 now. As Tyler will come out of turn 5 and head towards turn 6. They look here at Lockhart, who's back in 6th. Now John in 5th. He's right behind Jacob, who's in 4th. These guys have been close all race long here. As Tyler will hit turn 7 and head down the straightaway here. We are just about at 3 minutes left in this race, so 3 minutes left. Not a whole lot of time to make a move as Garrett continues to widen his gap away from Zach, who's in 3rd. Jacob and John still very tight for 5th, or for 4th, excuse me, and Lockhart pretty far back there in 6th. As Tyler will hit that starting line again. Still in first place, heading towards turn 1. Zach runs his fastest lap of the race at 21.197. Take a look here at Tyler, who is in first. He's by himself up there. He'll head past turn 5 towards turn 6 here. With just over 2 minutes left in this wild card race. The top 2 will move on. Bottom 4 will go home. Everyone looking to get as many points as possible here in the last week of the season. Remember, Tyler sits in second, or first, excuse me, right now, so he really needs to get back to get some more points to try to hold off Ty, who currently sits in second by just 1 point. Brett, who's already in the final, not far behind them, and then Garrett. As stated earlier, he sits in 4th, and if he wants any chance of winning first in this season, he's going to have to make it. As currently, he is sitting in 2nd.
John
You'll
is
look
right
here.
on the bumper there.
John really pushing Jacob right now. We'll see if he can make a move as we're very close to the last lap. It might not be yet. We'll see how these guys run this lap. We're pretty close.
What a battle. John did take
John
over,
and
but here comes Jacob right behind him. Right on him. He gets inside.
Yep, so there's a little bump, and we'll see if he can bump and rub. Oh no, then he gets a little loose there. So Jacob tries to make a pass, a little loose there. So John will move up into 4th.
And we see Garrett takes over, and Tyler's now in 2nd.
So there must have been a wreck there. Tyler must have wrecked out. We missed it, Jason, as this has gotten very interesting. We got 30 seconds left. We'll see if Tyler can hang on. He has to get 2nd to move on. Otherwise, he will not win this season. So Garret moves up into first.
That.
We'll have to go back, take a look at it here after. And we'll see if we have another lap left. It's going to be really tight, Jason.
Oh, wow. And they do. We get another out of it.
Yep, we do get another lap here, so we'll see if something can happen.
Here we go. Can Zach put any pressure on Tyler? He's got to make a move early here.
So I'm looking back at the race here, Jason. It does look like Tyler lost control heading around turn 5 there. As we are in overtime right now.
Yeah, so far it's looking, we got Jacob still pressing on John, and Zach's holding his own, but unless Tyler messes up here, I believe he's gonna hold on to it. And Jacob does take the inside, passes. Oh, John takes him right back. We got a lot of action here, Pete.
We got a lot of action here on this final lap as these guys are working here.
Garret looks like he's gonna take it home. Just a few more corners. He's coming around the final bend here.
So Garret will take it here.
It's a great race. Good.
That's
consistent
Tyler.
race.
Tyler will get second. Zach will finish in third. John in fourth. Jacob, who went off, who was in fifth. And then just left to finish with Dael. So Garret and Tyler will move on to the final race here, race 5, which we will have for you here shortly.